So before I begin this video, I have a quick statement that I want to read out. What I'm about to discuss is controversial, but what I want to make clear is this is my opinion, your opinion may differ from mine, and that is okay. In this crazy world, we have different opinions, and that is what makes us unique. And I think learning from each other, finding out what shapes these opinions will help us grow, help us understand each other. You are not my enemy just because we don't have the same views. So if you disagree with anything that I'm about to say, I would just ask you create a dialogue in the comments section and please be respectful of one another. So with that said, it is time to rank Lady Gaga albums. So what I've done is I've created a pyramid ranking system. We've all seen these before. Let me get mine up. Let's start with the bottom and work our way to the top. That is the opposite of how I ranked figure skating films, but I just have less to say on music that I don't like as much. Okay, which is a weird statement for me to say because I love Lady Gaga. Please do not get this wrong. This was actually very, very difficult for me to do. And I think any other little monsters will agree that this was not easy. So basically we go from bottom tier, which is bottom of the pyramid, close but no cigar, which is like just not quite there, near perfection, and then we have God tier, which is the top of our pyramid. And the albums that I'm going to be ranking are the studio albums, not including the one with Tony Bennett. So I will be ranking in order of release. Well, I'm not ranking in order of release, but the list I'm gonna read out is The Fame Monster, Born This Way, Artpop, Joanne, and Chromatica. I was gonna just do a full album review of Chromatica, but then I was also gonna do this as a second video, but I think I would just repeat myself a lot, so I thought let's merge that Chromatica review into this ranking video. You would get more content instead of me just basically repeating what I've just said or almost skipping it within this one. Anyway, let's go back to the triangle. Bottom tier is Joanne. Now, I am hoping that in a few years' time, or maybe when I'm in a different place in my life, that I will be able to go back to Joanne. And I do that sometimes with music. I don't always love it the first time I hear it, but it's the music that was not made for me at that specific point in time. Joanne was released and I listened to it a lot when I was going through some difficult times in my life, and because it's a slower album, it's a bit of a sadder album, it was just not my vibe. I don't listen to it that often, besides the one or two bangers on there, because there's a couple, I really do like a few of the songs. I don't hate the album. Like, do not get me wrong, I like all of these albums, but this is just not the one that I go to. And also what I'm going to be including in this review is my favourite song on each of the albums, which for some of the albums was devastatingly hard to pick one song to like. But my favourite song on Joanne is Million Reasons. It's just such a good song. I love it. I love to sing along, I love to scream with it. It's just, I like it. It's so good. There are other songs that I like in the album, but sorry, Joanne is just on the bottom of my pyramid. So this is the tier that I think is going to upset people the most. So our close but no cigar tier. Even the name, like, I just didn't want it to be like God tier, near perfection, not quite as perfect as near perfection, and then just bottom tier. So I thought close but no cigar. So I have two albums on this one, and this is the one that I think is going to cause controversy, is Born This Way. I know this is a fan favourite, and again, I don't dislike this album. This album is very good. The one aspect that I would say I do dislike about this album is the front cover. I remember Gaga releasing the front cover of the album and I thought it was a fucking joke. Sorry Gaga, like, be creative as you want, but I just think it looks really tacky, and I'm talking about the weird motorcycle one, and I just, yeah, I don't know. But again, there was loads of tracks on Born This Way. There was a few absolute bangers. Yeah, loads of songs that I really like on this, and I would say my favourite song on there is Born This Way. And one of my favourite things to do when Lady Gaga released a new music video, I have not learned the Rain On Me dance yet, but I would learn all the dances, and the Born This Way one was probably one of the most difficult ones I learned because of, I believe it was a double pirouette and then a jump with a rotation. I spent hours learning that, and I really enjoyed learning that. I love that song. Again, there are other songs on that album that I love. it's just not my favourite. Sorry. And the next one that is on the Close But No Cigar tier, because I put 2 on this one. Sorry, itch. Right, there was like an invisible hair tickling my nose. Okay, back to the ranking. So the next album that's on this one is The Fame. Now, this was a little bit upsetting to put on here because I feel like The Fame, it was my pull into Lady Gaga. Like, I think it was everybody's first mentioned pull in. It was the first time we got to see Lady Gaga. It has the classic things like the hair bow, the rhinestone glasses, and there are some bangers on this album, and I do like it, but again, I had to make the difficult decision. I was the one that had to tier these, and yeah, I just felt like when I was looking at all the track lists, yes, there are a few of my favourites on there, because my favourite song on there is Paparazzi. Love the music video to that. I am madly in love with Alexander Skarsgård, who is in that music video. And, sorry, why is my nose still itchy? There's just songs on there that I don't like as much as I like on other albums, so that's why I pulled it down onto the Close But No Cigar tier. So let's take a step up to Near Perfection. And again, I feel like this is the fan favourite, so me saying a single bad word about this one is probably not gonna go down well, but my Near Perfection 2 on this tier, the first one, is Artpop. I loved Artpop. I thought it was fantastic. Some of the music videos were so good. I got to see the Artpop concert. It was amazing. I was in tears for most of it. I nearly caught a unicorn that like, so our dancers were throwing these like toy unicorns at us, and I kid you not. So, okay, so where we were in the concert was, you could see the stage, and then if you turned, it was like the runway. The piano was like here, and then the stage continued here. So it was like a full 360 experience for me. I was turning this way, I was turning this way, just trying to get my best view of Gaga. And I kid you not, I was facing this way, and my friend just went, "Simo!" as a unicorn came, smacked me on the head, and bounced in the opposite direction. And I was like, I nearly caught something that was on stage with Gaga, but I let it go. Yeah. But no, it was a great album. Absolutely love that album. And it's here basically because I picked one album that was on top, and the other album that's on this tier, I think I just love it equally as much as this one. So the next one is Lady Gaga's new album, Chromatica. Chromatica's great. It's so good. I was listening to it. I had like the most zen morning. So see, the morning it came out, I sat with my coffee. I had my 2 dogs sitting next to me. I sat outside. It was beautiful and sunny. And I was just listening to the Queen sing. It was great. I just loved it. There's a few songs, and I never know, Chromatica might jump up and down. It's only been out for a short period of time, but it is so good. It's so dancey. It's so feel good. This is what I need from Gaga. I just need to dance. I can run to these songs, which is stuff that I like. Oh, I just realised, sorry, I didn't say what my favourite song on Artpop was. My favourite song on Artpop is Gypsy, and that was quite a hard one to pick, but I just love it. It's such a good song. And Chromatica, my favourite song, I actually think is Rain on Me. Now, again, it's very, very difficult to pick a favourite song because the album is so good, like, so good. And I love all the tweets and the memes and the art, and I just love the experience of feeling like I was involved in the release, and oh, I just loved it. It's such a good album. And with the state of the world that's going on, everything that's happening and all the shit in the world, I just want to go move to Chromatica. Can we get in a little spaceship with Ariana and Gaga and just go? Like, everybody that likes the album, you're all welcome. Let's just go to Chromatica and escape all the shit. But yeah, Chromatica is such a good album. Another one, and don't hate me, not the biggest Elton John fan, but Sign from Above. What? That is such a good song. Like, when it came on and it was just Elton John started singing, and I'm just like, this the whole time. Love it. I'm devastated. So if we are ever allowed to go to concerts again, because when Gaga released the concert dates, there was only like 4 of them. One of them was down in London. I have no other friends that are as big a Lady Gaga fan as me, because if I'm honest, I would consider making the journey down to London, because I love her. Some of the best concerts I've been to in my life have been Lady Gaga concerts. And this is a banger. So this is a concert that I would very much like to go to, but I don't think I could afford a trip down to London. I don't know if I'd be comfortable doing it myself. And again, with the state of the world, when are we going to be allowed to go to concerts again? Like, in all seriousness. But yeah, I just think this would be such a good concert. Right, so God tier, this is my ultimate favourite Lady Gaga album. I love every single song on this album, and I know it's not a huge album, so that's not hard, but I love every single one, and this was the second Lady Gaga album that I've bought, and it just solidified me as a little monster. I was like, I am a fan. Take me, Mother Monster. I am yours. I just love it. It's such a good album. I love the Fame Monster. The tracks on it, every single song, I love every single song. Here's the track list here. We have Bad Romance, epic, such a good song. We have Alejandro, such a good song. What a music video, excellent. We have Monster, which, spoiler alert, because I don't know when I would say my favourite song, but Monster is my favourite song. I am still, to this day, devastated that there was never a music video on this. My old Tumblr name used to be French Kiss on a Subway Train. It is a line from this song. I love this song so much. Speechless, belter of a song. Dance in the Dark, belter of a song. Telephone featuring Beyonce. Two outstanding women with a fucking excellent music video that we still do not have a conclusion to. Is the conclusion going to come in Chromatica, or does she just not care? Does she not care that we want to know what happened to the story? So Happy I Could Die, excellent song. Teeth, such a good song. Like, I'm happy with absolutely every single track in that album. I was going to try and pick like a least favourite. My least favourite and I'm really clutching at straws here, maybe So Happy I Can Die, but that's me really clutching at straws because they are all excellent songs. Oh, thank you, Lady Gaga, for existing, because I love your music so much. I need to center myself. I was very impassioned with that. That is my opinion. I hope no one is offended at any of the rankings on my pyramid of Gaga. I will post my completed triangle on Facebook along with an empty one. I'll leave a link to my Facebook page down below, so you can go like that page, follow that page, and you can see the triangle and make your own rankings of albums. Because please remember that this is just my opinion. My opinion is not final. As Lady Gaga fans, little monsters, we can be very passionate, but we need to be compassionate and not argue with each other. There is no right way to rank these albums because they are all amazing. Oh, I'm just looking at the track list of the Fame Monster. Let me know your favourite Lady Gaga songs in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, and I mean, if you really want to give it a thumbs down if you completely disagree with me. I mean, I'm not super happy about it, but again, you can do what you want. I'm not in control of you. But I'd also really like you to subscribe, because then you will see when I post new videos. New videos are out every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 p.m. But I hope you have a lovely day, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!